Welcome back. Today we're working on my 2001 Bravada. Let me switch the camera around here. All right, there we go. So Christmas morning, or Christmas Eve, I started it up and there was coolant dumping out. So I don't know where you were at on Christmas Eve, but here where I live, it got to like really cold, like, I don't know, I think -15 or something like that. This truck is originally from Georgia, so my worst fear was that possibly the coolant wasn't set up for my climate. So I have tried troubleshooting it many times. I could not see where the coolant was leaking from. There's no direct lines of sight with this. You can't really see the radiator. You can there, but not real well. And from underneath, all you can see is all these plastic shrouds and covers and stuff. So the first thing I want to say is, if your car is hot, do not do this. Let it cool down. I don't care how long you gotta let it cool down. Do not burn yourself. This will burn you. So it has a warning on here: never open when hot. And then the other thing we're going to look at is the 15 psi, because what this video is about is how to pressurize your coolant system on this particular vehicle. This is the 4200 Vortec. This is the truck. But anyway, so what you're going to need, come over here, is, I went to AutoZone. Oh, just knocked them all out here. I went to AutoZone and got, let me see if I can get you the picture here. This, which if you ask them for this is not sponsored, by the way. It's the 940427 pressure tester. It's got all these different, come on, focus. It's got all these different fittings. You can look in here and see what fitting goes to your vehicle. For the Bravada, it's, I believe, this orange one. So first things first, or this is also for Trailblazer or whatever. Make sure your vehicle's cool. Pop your cap off. Set that aside. You can look in there. If you got little metal speckles in this, say you haven't owned the vehicle for very long, if there's little metal specks in there, that means that somebody along the way put some sort of stop leak in there. And if you're having leaks and you see little metal specks in there, probably you're not the first one to have leaks with the vehicle. So we're going to grab this cap, and it's got little O-rings on here. You want to make sure the O-rings are in good shape. So, and then it's got threads on the inside. Make sure you get the right one. You don't want to risk stripping out the threads on your radiator. And then make sure you get the threads to engage how they're supposed to. This is not wanting to. There we go. Okay, make sure that's on there. And then we're going to grab your pump. This is the pump piece. Now this should be at 0. As you can tell, we're starting off at like 7 psi. So I'm going to go to like 20. I'm trying to get around 15 psi on this. That's the goal here. So we'll bring this over here. Sorry, I don't have a camera person today. We're just going to show you how to do this one-handed here. So you got a quick disconnect. You pull back on this and you push down here till it pops and it's on there. And then you're going to pump this handle until you get the amount of psi that you need. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do it while I film or not. It's not easy. So there's just under 20, which is actually 15 probably on this gauge. I'm not going to go much higher than that. And then what you'll do is, first off, you can watch your gauge. If the gauge starts dropping rapidly, you have a large leak, and it shouldn't be hard to find. So the next thing we'll do is I'll lay underneath, and already looks like we got some coolant. So now let's see if we can see where that's coming from. Oh, we got wet here. That's the power steering pump though. Oh, it's this hose. It's right underneath here. It's dripping. So this hose is at least one place that's leaking. Let's see. So the other, I don't know if I mentioned it already, and if I did, I apologize. The issue I was having is I have looked at this a couple times. With the truck running, it has a clutch fan. This fan is spinning. So any of the coolant that got in here just sprayed everywhere. It sprayed sprayed up here. You can see this is kind of damp, but it sprayed all up here, sprayed all in here. Like, it was no way to tell the origin. There was no tracer signs of where it was coming from. Actually, I might have got lucky. Might just be my upper hose. Hopefully it's not this tube here. I see a little bit of rust. Hopefully I don't have a pinhole in that. It looks like it's just this. Yeah, upper hose. And this hose looks like it's probably original. It is, yeah. I think it's probably the original hose. It says GM on it. So unless someone got one from the dealership. Oh yeah, the hose is not in the best of shape up here. Deteriorating. So, but anyway, you can watch this, see. I don't recommend going to 20 on your gauge. If I should have checked when I rented this that the gauge was zeroed, but I was in a hurry. You know how life gets. But anyway, check your gauge before you rent it. Make sure it's at 0. If not, ask them for a different one. And then just make sure you get the right thing. And this does many vehicles. I imagine you can do just about any vehicle. And I don't know what these neat little things are here. Oh, okay. So this is a rubber gasket. You turn this and it squishes this into whatever you're testing. That's pretty neat. But this individual set was missing a piece, or the one, yeah, this one was missing a piece. So, but anyway, it had the piece that we needed, and so, but yeah, some radiator on the inside of the cap or on the inside of the tube will be the threads. So that's these style. So just make sure you get the right one. Double check that. I would hate for someone to use this tool to locate a leak and cause another issue, because that radiator cap has to seal. When you put this cap on, it has to seal. Otherwise, you won't build pressure and it will boil over a lot quicker. So, but as you can see, mine's holding the pressure. So I'm going to go ahead and go get me a hose and change it out. And real quick, I'll show you, I almost didn't show this. So to let the pressure off for this particular model, you push down on this gently and the pressure will go down. Obviously mine won't go down all the way because, like I said, the gauge is broken. And then you just pull this off. You might get a little bit of fluid out the top of that. That's normal. It's no big deal. And then put it all back in the, I wipe it all down because I'm not that guy, but wipe it all down. I'll stick it back in the case where it goes. This may be hard to get off. So what I found you can do if you're real gentle, just take some of these and just really gently, you're not going nuts on it, just get it off. Just like Bob Ross would do. Just real gentle. No mistakes. Just happy little accidents. And you might have to give it a little tug because it's got those O-rings on it. But yeah, you take that off, put your radiator cap back on, change whatever part you found leaking, and you're off to a better day. All right, so I got the hose changed out. I went with a Gates hose. Pretty simple. You just these two. I did unplug. Let's see if I can get. I think this is the cam sensor. Ah, come on. Yeah, I unplugged this so I didn't break it when I was moving everything around. But also, when you put your clamps on, please, for the next guy or next girl that works on it, put the clamp where you can get to it. This one, I don't know if you remember on the video, it was facing down. You couldn't get in there. And this one was facing down. Like, why did you do that to yourself? That's no need to do that. But anyway, enough of my rant. It went pretty smooth. It was leaking from the bottom of here, so the pressure tester did its job, showed me exactly where it was leaking. And the reason I couldn't tell is because every time it would drip when it was running and hit that belt the serpentine system down here, they would just spray it everywhere. And so anyway, that's how I use my pressure tester, or the pressure tester. So I hope that can help you. Please give me a like, give me a share, give me a subscribe. It's a new year. I'm trying this positivity thing. I got to practice what I preach, as far as, like, you know, as much as we help other people, we got to help ourselves too. We got to stay mentally and physically sound, because the more mentally and physically sound we all are individually, the more we can lend help to others, the more tolerance, I guess, we have to help others. So I hope this video helped you. I hope you're having a great new year. I hope wherever you're at in the world, that this year is better than last year. Even if last year wasn't bad, I hope this is a better year. If last year was horrible, I hope you can make amends with what happened last year and move forward. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.